when you feel like you've been wronged, you have a desire, we have a desire, to over-explain ourselves. But the best thing you can do is just accept that everyone is on their own unique path. We're humans, so we're similar, but we're all a little different because we all have a different fingerprint. And just go upon your path. Go on your way. As you get older in life, you're going to have to learn to walk a level of your journey alone. Now, the dynamic with that statement is there's no way in life, no matter how strong, how smart you are, there's no way in life you go forward without the help of others along your way. So that's where there brings confusion, right? Like, other people help you along your journey, and how much do you owe them? And then if you can't go forward with them, do you need to keep them in your life? And if so, can you maintain boundaries? Can you maintain your own motivation and your own self-care while still having them in your life? And there's no easy answer for that. That's something that you'll have to figure out on your own. And we're all figuring out, okay? Because we're all in this similar life experience, and everyone chooses to look at life and how they approach it in their own unique way. But, you know, for me, from my perspective, it's just very important for me to stay in a healthy place, focused on going forward, while reflecting on past to gain strength, to gain knowledge, to gain humility. Because if you look at your life and your past, you'll see failure, but you'll also see accomplishment. So you want to look at the failure as though you're human, you're not perfect. And then you want to look at your things that you've overcome and give yourself confidence to push forward with that humility, but still confident, right? So it's that balance, you know, that you'll need. And, you know, many times in life, it's very hard to stay in sync with other people because you outgrow them or they outgrow you, or we're just going in different ways, even if we're similar, even if at one point we were very close. And people struggle with this. We struggle with it. I say we. I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking with you. And I want to tell you that you got to do what you got to do for you. Because if you put yourself, if you put your happiness in other people's hand, they will drop it. Just as if other people put their happiness in your hands, you'll drop it. Why? Because there's part of adulthood that we all have to walk alone, okay? Even if we're friends, even if we're lovers, even if we're family. And if we can't respect that, and if we can't sync in that, then we have to, you know, just go our separate ways or whatever it is. And, you know, you have to, again, figure that out, how that works for you and your mindset. Everyone's different. But I just thought to share this, okay, to share this thought, to share this life experience, to share this journey, and share it with boundaries. You know, I don't want to connect too deeply with people because that sometimes causes problems. But I don't want to build this wall as if I'm better than anyone. It's that balance, or, you know, and I hate to use that word because a lot of times that's used as a guilt trip, you know, but I'm saying that we're all going through life, right? And none of us are better than others, but we have to figure out what works for us and what pushes us forward and what motivates us and keeps us in a healthy space. And you have a right, I have a right to do that. And, you know, other people have the right to cut you off, and you have a right to cut them off. And it's not a goal, though. You know, as I get older, it's not that I desire to just cut people off, but at the same time, the only way to move forward is you got to have a very small circle, and you got to be careful who you get too involved with. And, you know, it's just tough, man. You know, it really is, you know, but I'm not an isolationist. I don't believe that. But I just believe that you have to really take care of yourself. You have to put your own happiness in your own hands. And other people need to do the same with you. Don't put other people on a pedestal, and don't let other people put you on a pedestal. And that's, you know, like when you're young, you celebrate a celebrity, and that's great. And being on YouTube, I've kind of, you know, have a small glimpse on what it's like to be a little bit of a celebrity, right? And I'm not really, but I'm sharing with you just so you get a perspective. And what I found is some people just want to be acknowledged by a celebrity. And I respect that because I respect fans. They're encouraging. But I also respect fans enough to say, that's great, but also make sure that you remember to put that same amount of energy that you want from a celebrity to acknowledge you, put that in your daily routine for your own goals. The same energy you're putting out to reach, to touch, to get a reply from a celebrity, I hope you put that same energy into doing your laundry, into getting your promotion, into pushing yourself to be your own celebrity. Because that's what I want, you to push forward. And you got to be careful. Because some people, guys, you push too much, and so that's why I go back to focusing on you. Because we're all just different, okay? But you got to do what you got to do for you. You have that right. I hope this video helped. If it did, click the thumbs up. If it doesn't, and that's why I don't depend on your creativity for your main paycheck. Why? Because I was in this leadership conference one time in church, and the head pastor over many churches had said, you got to be very careful when you correct a believer that's a heavy donor, because you don't want to offend them. And look, guys, I don't want to go through life offending people. I get no joy out of that. But I see no honor in evaluating who you keep in your life based on their financial support. And many people, two people need to play that game. One is sometimes people give to others just to get their attention. And when you give, you shouldn't give because you want attention. You should give freely because it's just something you're celebrating. Two is, if someone's doing things that are unhealthy for you, I don't even want to say you want to correct them, but you just want to get away from them, cut them off, create a boundary. Because that's an unhealthy relationship. And if you're scared to do that because they're enabling your lifestyle, get a job. I mean, guys, we get the lowest unemployment ever. Okay, if you can make money on a creative hustle, on other things, that's great. But like I say, if you want to be a pastor, work at Walmart at night. If you're a night owl, whatever, guys. I mean, you want to be a YouTuber, guys, have a main job. Do something. That way you're not in this unhealthy, dysfunctional cycle of people like favor for a favor, I hope you get this message. I really do, guys. I love you. I love everyone, even people I don't talk to anymore. I always struggle with that mess. And man, there's a lot of people out there trying, but we're all trying. I mean, we're all failing, and sometimes we're failing, sometimes we're succeeding. But we got to push forward, And it's not easy to push forward with some people. You got to figure that out, Love and respect.